SR-22 Series G7. The SR Series G7 aircraft features touchscreen interfaces, large high-resolution displays, advanced safety systems, improved visibility, increased legroom, enhanced convenience features, and more. Get ready for everything in reach. Avionics. Perspective Touch Plus by Garmin. Cirrus Perspective Touch Plus includes larger, more colorful displays and offers 3 times more resolution. Touchscreen controllers provide quick access to every function. So, you're always only a few taps away. Comfort and convenience. Designed with you and your passengers in mind to provide the ultimate luxury travel experience. Interior. First-class cabin luxury. Pilot and passenger comfort continue to inspire reimagined interiors with seamless convergence of luxury, comfort, and innovation. The reimagined interior embodies auto-inspired features and ergonomics throughout. Configure your G7 now. Define your personal style with a portfolio of bespoke exterior and interior colors on your Cirrus SR series aircraft.
The mission was always simple. Introduce more people to the joy of personal aviation by making it simpler and more approachable, and of course, more accessible. Your Cirrus should feel like an extension of your car and your personal electronics. And it should be intuitive and familiar and be wrapped in a warm and welcoming ecosystem that cares deeply about your comfort and your safety. You learn to crawl, walk, run, and drive. So why shouldn't learning how to fly be next on the list? That's always been the invitation communicated through the SR series. You can fly on your own in the world's best-selling single-engine personal airplane. The SR series is a next-generation product suited for modern travelers who value saving countless hours of travel time. It's designed to feel like your car, but in the shape of a high-performance airplane that extends your reach, recaptures your time, and transforms your life. That's been our mission for decades, and while our core product has continuously evolved and matured, I couldn't be more excited in this moment to share that the incredible Cirrus team is taking yet another major step forward in the evolution of personal travel. When you fly for yourself in a Cirrus, everything's in reach.
Perspective Touch Plus by Garmin. Cirrus Perspective Touch Plus includes larger, more colorful displays and offers 3 times more resolution, making them ideal for viewing charts, managing your flight plan, or keeping an eye on the weather. Flight displays. The new split-screen capability on the PFD and MFD simultaneously provides up to 3 separate windows to present all the information you need while in flight. TOUCHSCREN controllers. Perspective Touch Plus touchscreen controllers provide quick access to every function. So, you're always only a few taps away. Touch and go. Responsive, icon-based touch keys provide quick access to flight planning, mapping, procedures, audio controls, synoptic pages, and more. Shallow menus ensure every function you need, and returning to the home screen are only a few taps away. Avionics. More capabilities. Reduce pilot workload and streamline control over flying tasks. 3D Safe Taxi. Access a 3D view of your Cirrus aircraft and the surrounding airport environment while taxiing, including runways, taxiways, FBOs, hangars, signage, and more. Couple taxiway routing with 3D Safe Taxi for increased situational awareness and safety. Aircraft Systems Synoptic Pages. View intuitive synoptic pages that let you check the health and status of your aircraft systems at a glance with key readiness items, including engine and fuel, electrical, ice protection systems, and more. CAS linked checklist. No more searching and scrolling for the right checklist when your aircraft needs your attention. Whenever a CAS message is present, you can quickly locate the associated checklist. Checklist scroll wheel. Glide through checklists with the new scroll wheel, which doubles as a button to mark completed items. Taxiway routing. Enter and follow a progressive taxi route to simplify ground navigation even in the most complex airport environments. With the new State Route 22G7 series. The world at your fingertips. Synthetic Vision Technology, SVT. See a 3D virtual image on your primary flight display of ground and water features, obstacles and traffic, regardless of conditions or time of day. Digital autopilot. Get precise lateral and vertical navigation guidance to make flying easier on long trips, and add an additional layer of safety with the blue level button. Surface Watch Technology. Confirm you are aligned with the correct runway for takeoff and landing. Plus, see remaining runway lengths and get alerts if you're aligned with a runway that's too short or with a taxiway. Bluetooth connectivity. Wirelessly sync your mobile device to transfer flight plans, view weather and traffic, and enjoy your music through your audio panel. Convenient connections. Comfort and convenience. Luxurious details. Performance seats. Premium leather seats are handcrafted to perfection. Added details, including the integrated headset strap, minimize clutter and maximize accessibility. Bolstered, reclining seats embrace you with luxurious, hand-stitched European leather. Optional Alcantara accents add sporty sophistication to suit your style. Asterisk G7 Launch Edition interiors shown. Subject to limited availability. Automatic fuel selector system. Fuel management. Automatically alternate between fuel tanks every 5 gallons during flight to ease fuel management. The future of flying. Push-button start. A sleek, new push-button start featuring the engine ignition knob selects magneto positions for added operational simplicity. USB-C charging. Charge your devices even faster with new high-power USB-C ports. Featuring the latest power delivery technology, your devices now charge intelligently, optimizing charge times and device performance. There are 3 15-watt USB-C ports and 160-watt USB-C ports conveniently located for all passengers. Accent lighting. Deliberate accent lights and illuminated cup holders create an engaging in-flight environment for everyone on board. Keyless baggage door. Loading is even easier with the remote unlock keyless baggage door. At the touch of a button, the door smoothly releases past 90 degrees and stays open while you load. The door also integrates a deeper pocket to perfectly fit 2 oil canisters. Spectral lighting. Creating a distinctive presence on the runway, Spectra wingtip lighting enhances luminosity and incorporates wig-wag functionality, ensuring an unmistakable presence whether it's day or night. Additionally, the Spectra illuminated steps, adorned with the bold Cirrus logo, warmly welcome you to embark on your next journey. Performance perfected. Performance. Intelligent lightweight battery. Improved performance and reliability. Increase useful load by up to 20 pounds with a lightweight lithium-ion starter battery. Flight into known ice. Seasonal flying. Certified flight into known ice, FIKI, is available on the leading edges of the wings and tail, providing the freedom to fly throughout the seasons. Discover the performance to experience more. We've added refinements for impeccable improvements to performance. Turbocharged Continental engine. The turbocharged 6-cylinder 315 horsepower Continental TSIO 550K engine available on the SR-22T increases the max altitude to 25,000 feet, ideal for high-altitude airport training environments. High-performance bearing or brakes. Machined from aerospace-grade aluminum, the high-performance brakes and wheels allow for lower weight, reduced maintenance, higher performance, long life, and no brake fade. Drag reduction. Improved manufacturing and assembly techniques allow the seam between the FIKI panel and the wing surface to be as smooth as possible, resulting in reduced drag. Low drag advanced wheel fairings. Wheel fairings have been redesigned with smaller gaps around the wheels, resulting in reduced drag. Hard cell lightweight composite propeller. Significantly increase your useful load and add ramp presence by upgrading to a composite hard cell propeller. First class cabin luxury. Reimagined interior. Lifestyle conveniences. Every corner of the cabin has been thoughtfully redesigned. Powered headset jacks and lighted USB-C ports at each passenger seat keep everyone connected and entertained while reducing cabin clutter. Graceful accent lights, illuminated cup holders, and clever storage create a convenient environment for everyone on board. Enhanced ergonomics. You have the controls. The restyled power lever borrows design cues from the Vision Jet, while updated side yokes provide comfort with convenience right at hand. Interior. Lifestyle comforts. Improved legroom and visibility. By reimagining the interior, we were able to improve legroom in the cabin as well as your view outside the cabin. It's something you will notice as soon as you step inside. Interior storage enhancements. Graceful accent lights, illuminated cup holders, and clever storage create a convenient environment for everyone on board. Environmental control system. The new automotive-style environmental panel, with its simplified and intuitive layout, has been moved to the center of the cockpit so all controls are within easy reach of both you and your passenger. Oxygen system. The built-in certified oxygen system allows you to operate safely and legally at higher altitudes. G7 features a redesigned overhead O2 manifold and integration with the Perspective Touch Plus. Asterisk if equipped. 60/40 seats. Every Cirrus comes equipped with automotive-inspired 60/40 flex seating that gives you ultimate flexibility when loading your aircraft. Skis, fishing gear, and even bicycles can fit thanks to this clever design. Uncompromising safety. Setting the aviation safety standard. Gain unrivaled capabilities that increase confidence as you fly. Caps. The most significant innovation in the last 50 years of aviation, CAPS provides the ultimate level of protection there when you need it most.
I heard him go over. Sometimes I'm asleep, sometimes not, and I heard him go over that morning.
Yes, sir. Hold on.
The morning that it happened, when the phone rang, I thought, that's odd. Summer heard me. She came in there and she was like, what's wrong? And I was like, your dad went down this morning. And I said, but he's okay.
I'm not calling it a crash. I call it an incident. And that's what the FAA called it. Because there was so little damage done to the airplane, they called it an incident. My name is Greg Utley. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I work in the construction business.
18 years ago, he decided he was going to get his license.
I fly 5 days a week for work.
I wasn't crazy about it. Never have been, but it does save a lot of time. He gets home much earlier.
On that day, I was on October the 22nd of 2014. Everything was normal. I went to my hangar, and as I rotated, I just remember thinking, man, it is black. And about 10 or 15 minutes in, I reached up, cut the light on, looked at some paperwork. Everything's just normal. Around 6:17 in the morning, I heard a sound, and the prop stopped. Right before I keyed up and declared an emergency, I just thought I had 5 minutes to live. Because I knew it'd take me about 5 minutes from 5,000 feet. I thought you need to get a hold of yourself. And I made a mental decision that at 3,000 feet, if I didn't like what I saw, I was pulling the chute. At 3,000 feet, I was still seeing black out of the windshield, so I informed the controller that I was going to pull the chute. The thought came to mind, I've taken so many kids and their parents on their first airplane ride and non-pilots, and I briefed them on if something were to happen to me, I want you to reach up and pull down on the handle. And then I'll tell them that you're going to float down under the canopy and you'll be fine. As I reached out that morning and I put my hands on that handle, I just thought, for some reason it came over me, you told them that you would float down. You're fixing to find out.
Pulling that chute was hard for him. I know it was.
It was a very loud explosion.
I am so thankful
You go pretty extreme nose down.
that he pulled the chute.
I don't think it was more than a minute till I hit the ground.
I think every airplane should have it.
I could not believe. I said, what have I hit?
And it was very emotional when you got home.
And I'll tell you, you're on the ground and you're in a grass field.
But he grabbed me and we just held on for a long time and cried a little bit.
Obviously, after that, my phone was just exploding with text, phone calls, and
And it'll be very emotional because we're all very, very close.
there's a lot of people that really care about you.
The parachute does work.
I'm living proof.
It kept my family together.
It only reinforces your belief in the airplane. I would get in it more now than I would before the accident. Any other airplane in the dark from 5,000 feet, I had zero chance of survival. I know I made the right decision. I'm alive today because of Cirrus Aircraft, and I'm happy with the decision I made.
Stick shaker. Redesigned pilot and co-pilot yokes offer integrated stick shakers that provide tactile cues to warn you of an impending aerodynamic stall. Flap airspeed protection. Integrated smart systems monitor your airspeed to protect you from accidentally deploying or retracting flaps. ESP. The digital, 3-axis autopilot enables electronic stability and protection (ESP), which passively and unobtrusively helps correct unusual flight attitudes even when the autopilot is non-engaged. Spin protection. Our SR Series Aircraft T incorporate a NASA-developed wing technology that features a cuff discontinuous leading edge to minimize the potential for spin entry after an inadvertent stall. Cirrus services. Support at every corner. Train on your schedule. From transition training to recurrent courses, our award-winning training program increases your confidence in the pilot's seat with direct access to engaging courses and online content on your schedule. Connected aircraft. Cirrus IQ provides ultimate connectivity, enabling real-time remote communication between aircraft and pilot virtually anywhere in the world. Always know the status of your aircraft, including fuel, oxygen, battery voltage, TKS levels, and more. Cirrus IQ also allows you to view tech publications, maintenance reminders, warranty information, and automatic logging of trips and achievements. Service and support. We're dedicated to a world-class experience throughout the lifetime of aircraft ownership with service and support to help you maintain your aircraft. 11 Design Studio. Tailor the interior and exterior of your SR-22T with direct access to our design team through our exclusive She Design Studio. OWN The Skies. Whether you're looking to accelerate your business or enjoy spontaneous adventures, discovering how personal aviation can transform your life is where the Cirrus life begins. Discover freedom. The Cirrus life erases boundaries. Home becomes the people and places you love, no matter where they are, because getting there is just a short Cirrus flight away.
Alright, we rolling? Looking good? You all set? It's a big deal. The SR series has really become a transformational product for so many Cirrus customers over the years. Throughout the years, as we've matured and simplified and evolved the Cirrus, we've been able to invite a lot of people into aviation, many of whom never even thought about flying themselves or getting into aviation. It's my pleasure to extend that invitation even further and introduce the next generation of the world's best-selling personal aircraft. Introducing the Cirrus Aircraft SR Series G7. This is the most significant generational change in the product's history. While the exterior looks familiar, the interior has been completely redesigned. Consider this an SR Series relaunch of sorts. When people talk about aviation, it just instantaneously seems complicated. At Cirrus, the attitude is almost completely reversed. We want this to be so simple seeming and so approachable that everyone wants to do it. So when we looked at redoing the flight deck, introducing a new flight deck, not only did we want to align it with the Vision Jet and make it similar product line-wise, so it's a seamless transition between the two products, we also wanted to introduce it to people who had no experience with aviation, but have experience with tablets and phones. When you get in there, it's intuitively obvious what you need to do. There's a screen, there's buttons on the screens. It is within your reach because it is literally 4 screens. It doesn't have to be complicated to be cool. Simple is cool. For the first time, we're combining jet-class avionics with a very capable single-engine piston aircraft. Front and center, the 2 Garmin touchscreen controllers. The touchscreens are really your interface to the heart and soul of the airplane. So everything that you need to do to interact with the flight deck can be done from the touchscreen controllers. Everything you need to aviate and navigate, GTC1. Everything you need to communicate, GTC2. So it's very much like having a tablet on your flight deck with icons that you can just surf through and dictate what is on your PFD and your MFD. You can actually split both your PFD and your MFD to show 4 distinct different windows across your PFD and your MFD. And that is really cool from a screen real estate perspective. Typically, how we would use that split screen layout on the PFD is to show checklists or to show charts. And those are kind of the 2 primary things that you might display when you split your PFD. Very easy to toggle back and forth between those 2 things with the clickable scroll wheel that's right on your bolster panel. We've simplified the bolster panel by eliminating the unnecessary switches. Things like an avionics switch and a nav light switch. You need those things all the time. Now your oxygen switch is within the bolster panel, allowing us to integrate the oxygen system with the avionics panel and give you a digital readout right on your engine information strip. With G7, we're introducing 3D Safe Taxi. It'll show you things like hangars, buildings, and the actual taxiway signs, so you know exactly where you're going on the airport. Speaking of taxiing, we're introducing an all-new functionality called taxiway routing. Consider it your flight plan for your taxi route. You'll be able to enter in all of your taxi instructions. Your magenta line is drawn on the airport, taxiways, hold short lines, crossing runways, right to the threshold of the runway so you're ready for takeoff. The wide screens offer much more screen real estate and a lot of flexibility for distribution of information. So the first thing you'll notice on the MFD is the redesigned engine information strip. We've also introduced very specific synoptic pages. Thus, the flight deck has the ability to graphically represent all of these systems to the pilot. So the PFD, the MFD, you're looking at 35% more screen real estate. You're looking at higher resolution. You can do so much with the screens. Things like the power lever and the side yoke have really taken a lot of design cues from the Vision Jet to make them SR-like, but also very jet-like. In G7, we're introducing a first-in-class stick shaker, increasing your stall awareness and enhancing your overall safety. One of the most significant functional improvements of the G7 is the automatic fuel selection system. The system automatically switches your fuel selection from right to left without you even having to think about it. The G7 has now gone keyless with the introduction of a push-button start. With the turn of a knob and the push of a button, your engine is started and your keys stay in your pocket. An engine start is smoother and easier in all weather conditions with the new intelligent lightweight battery. Your battery has a smaller footprint and it's lighter, 20 pounds lighter. Because the battery is smart, it's monitoring itself to make sure you are getting the greatest performance out of your battery. In G7, you'll notice the flap switch looks a little bit different. The indications for the flap position and the speeds for the flap position are actually displayed up in the avionics. That system integration allows us to introduce a new safety feature, the flaps underspeed and overspeed protection. If you extend the flaps and you're going a little bit too fast, it will inhibit those flaps from deploying until you hit the flap deployment speed. On the low end of the airspeed tape, that flap airspeed protection is going to keep you from retracting the flaps when the plane is going too slow. Flap airspeed protection is there to protect your plane and to protect you. Of course, we focused on safety and comfort and convenience and all of these things, but there's an aesthetic component to both the interior and the exterior of the G7. We've added a storage cubby just below the autopilot where you can put your phone, a small tablet, snacks, sunglasses, basically anything that you need easy reach, it'll fit right in the cubby. We've relocated the environmental controls to just below the cubby within easy reach of the pilot and the front seat passenger. We amped up the accent lighting inside. It's very cool. There's accent lighting overhead down in the footwells. It's a really cool space. And of course, we can't introduce a new generation without having a portfolio of new awesome aesthetics, new colors, new exterior designs, and a multitude of combinations of exteriors and interiors. You can truly make this airplane exactly your own. You know, I've been in the industry for almost 2 decades. One of the things that gets me up in the morning and gets me excited to be in this industry is sharing personal aviation with people throughout the world who never thought personal aviation was something that they could incorporate into their life. When I learned how to ride a bike, it expanded my sphere of where I could go. When I learned how to fly, I could fly anywhere. There was a much bigger universe that was within my personal reach. I can get there. And I think the G7 is really that next step into inviting more people into this personal aviation space that we all love. With the G7, Cirrus Aircraft is inviting you to call us, to come fly with us. Experience personal aviation for yourself. The all-new Cirrus Aircraft SR Series G7. Everything's in reach.